In this lesson, we look at inequalities and number line, and this is what you learn. 1. How to create number line using whole numbers. 2. How to write an inequality relation using the less than symbol. And 3. How to write an inequality relation using the greater than symbol. How to write inequalities using whole numbers. And that is, we will use what we call the number line. First, what is the number line? The number line is a visual representation of numbers. It's a visual representation of numbers. So let me draw a number line here. First, I will draw a horizontal line, and I just want to focus on whole numbers. I'm not going to talk about integers. So let me put 0 at the end here because whole numbers begin from 0, and I have 1 here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The next one, it goes on like that, 10, 11. So because it goes on, I want to put an arrow here to indicate that it goes on like that. So when we do that, when we draw a number line, it shows that, or it indicates that the number goes on like that. Now the other half of the number line is the negative numbers, so that will form a set of integers. I want to concentrate on only the whole numbers. Now when we draw the number line, it gives us the chance to see two properties. Now look at this. If I move from the left side to the right side of the number line, I see that the numbers increase. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So when I move from left to right, I see that the numbers increase. And if I move from the right and I go to the left, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, I see that the numbers start to decrease. So these are the two important things we have to understand here. 1, numbers increase from left to right, and 2, numbers decrease from right to left. Okay, so example, let us pick the number 2, and let's pick the number 9. 2 and 9. Now 2 and 9, which one is bigger, or which one is greater? Yes, you know that 9 is greater than 2, right? Yes, you know that 9 is greater than 2. You can even use the fact that $2 is less than $9. If I have $9 and you have $2, you know that I have more than you have. All right, but if we look at these two numbers on the number line, it gives us a clear visual representation. Now look at where the 2 is and look at where the 9 is. If I stand on the number 2, the 9 is found on my right side. So because the number 9 is found on the right side of the number 2, it implies that the 9 is greater, because we have established that when we move from the left side to the right side, the numbers increase on the number line. Now we can show the relationship between these numbers on the number line by using these symbols. 1, we can use the equal to sign, and that is how the sign is, the equal to sign. 2, we can use the not equal to. So that is, you write the equal to sign, then you put a transverse line through, so that is not equal to. An example is, if I have 2 and 6, 2 is not equal to 6, so I can say 2 is not equal to 6. And of course, if I have, say, 3 and 3, these are equal, these two numbers are equal, so I can say 3 is equal to 3. The third sign, we call it the less than sign. So I can say 2 is less than 6. Yes, 2 is less than 6, and this is how we write it. And the fourth one, we have the greater than sign. and that one too looks like that. So I can say 6 is greater than 2. So we are going to learn how we can use these symbols to, describe the relationship between these numbers. And looking at the number line, it gives us a perfect view of the relationship between these two numbers. Of course, if I take a particular number, say in this case the number 2, any number to the left of 2 is less than the number 2, and any number to the right of 2 is greater than the number 2. So let's look at some examples. In the following, replace the question mark sign with either less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to. So we want to use all these symbols if they apply to a particular question. So let's look at the first one. If I put the number, say 17 and say 5, and let me put a question mark in between these two numbers. So which of these signs can we use here? How many of them can we use here? The first one is, of course, we know that 17 and 5, they are not equal. So of course we can use the not equal sign. So 17 is not equal to 5. But if they are not equal, then what is happening? Is one greater than the other? Is one less than the other? Of course, we can say that 17 is greater than 5. And if 17 is greater than 5, then we can also say that 5 is less than 17. So let me bring the 5 first. If I bring the 5 first and 17, I say the 5 is less than 17. Now let us try to see how we can, recollect these symbols. They are a bit confusing to students. The first one is less than. And how do you know that it is less than? Now, there is a trick. The less than sign is like an arrow. It's like an arrow. If we were to put a horizontal line in, you see that it's an arrow. And it points to the smaller number. For example, if I want to write, say 2 is less than 6, it's going to be something like that. So you can see that the sign always points to the less than, the smaller number. All right. If I were to write something like 6 here first and 2 here, then the sign will point to the lesser number, that is the 2. So if I read from right to left, I will say 6 is greater than 2. But if I read from left to right, I'll say 2 is less than. Now, another way that you can also remember these signs is the fact that if you look at it, I will call it anchor points. So look at here. You have a point here, just one on the left. But when you come to the right side, we have 1 point, then we have the other here. So because here has gotten 2 points, it makes this side greater. So if I want to write something like 50 is greater than 4, I have 50 here and 4 here. Because 50 is greater, I will give it the 2 anchor points, that is 1 and 2. So the 2 anchor points will face the 50. In the same vein, if I were to write 4 first and 50 here, because the 4 is less and the 50 is greater, I'll still face the 50 with the 2 anchor points, or the arrow tip will point to the less. So if I read from the left to the right, I'll say 4 is less than 50. But if I read from the right to the left, I'll say 50 is greater than the 4. All right, let's look at our second example. So now I want you to use just the signs less than and greater than in these two numbers. So what do you think is 3 and 9? And what do you think will be 12 and 5? What about 24 and 31? And the last one, what do you think? 0 and 3. Okay, first we look at this 3 and 9. 3 is less than 9, or 9 is greater than 3. So in this case, I'm going to use this symbol, that is the less than symbol. You see, so if I read from the left, you see that I have only one anchor point facing the 3. So there is 3 is less than. Here I have 2 anchor points facing the 9. So 3 is less than 9. So we say 3 is less than 9. And here to 12 is the greater number. That is 12 is the greater of the two, 12 and 5. So we will have the symbol facing 12. That is the side with 2 anchor points. So we are going to read this as 12 is greater than 5. So we say 12 is greater than 5. Okay, and let's look at the next one. Here we have 24 and 31, and 24 is less than 31. So we will have the sign with the side with the 2 anchor points facing the greater number. So we are going to have 24 is less than 31. So this is going to be 24 is less than 31. And of course 0 and 3 is greater, so the sign is going to face the 3 with 2 anchor points. So we're going to have something like 0 is less than 3. So we have 0 is less than 3. So this is how we show the relationship or relation between these two numbers.